Hey guys, welcome back to Mesha's Corner. Today I'll be making my Chipotle bacon mac and cheese. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna go over ingredients for a little bit. I have my Parmesan cheese, I have mozzarella, and I have Monterey Jack. Those are the cheeses I chose to use. You can use whatever cheese you prefer. I believe anything would work in this case. I have my black pepper. I have some Chipotle peppers in the can. These I found in my Randall's supermarket, but I've never been to a supermarket that did not have Chipotle peppers. They're always in the Spanish, Mexican, Latin aisle of your supermarket. So I'm pretty sure it's there. It might be a different, brand, but it's the same exact thing. I have my bacon over there. That's a whole package of 12-ounce bacon. I have a whole bulb of garlic chopped up back there. In that green container here, I have my reserved 2 tablespoons of the bacon fat. And I also have my heavy whipping cream, which is what we'll be using to make our mac and cheese. It's a pretty easy, simple mac and cheese recipe. So let me show you guys how I'm going to do it. I already boiled my noodles in some salted boiling water. So that's ready to go, and now we're going to move on to the next step. In my little ramekin here, I have some panko breadcrumbs that I have in here. This is what they look like. And I also have some chopped fresh parsley in the ramekin. To this, I'm going to add some of my bacon fat down in here. You could just basically melt some butter and pour it down in here, but since this is a bacon mac and cheese, hey, why not? So you're going to mix this up really well, and this is going to be the topping for our mac and cheese. Alright, so now we're going to talk about our chipotle pepper. It's pretty hot, guys. I'm not going to lie, it is hot, which is why I'm not going to use the actual pods. What I am going to do, however, I'm going to save the pods for another recipe, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take, you see the liquid? Because it comes in the liquid. You see that? This is what we want. So once I make the sauce for the macaroni and cheese, I'll be using my spoon to take a couple tablespoons of this out and put it into the mac and cheese. Now, if you like things pretty hot and you want to use one of the pods, at least take the seeds out before you chop it up and use it. But all I want from this can is the liquid. And now we're going to finally move on to cooking the mac and cheese. Alright, so I have my garlic sauteing in 2 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of the bacon fat. I'm going to cook this for about 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Yeah, about 5 minutes. Right now I have this on medium heat, medium low, because I don't want to burn the garlic, but I do want to cook it a little bit. Alright, now that I cooked down my garlic, I'm going to add my heavy cream down in here. Mix it up. So while this is trying to come to a boil, I'm going to add my salt. Not too much salt at all. Remember, always season after you put the cheese. But I know I'm going to need a little bit of salt, so I just put a pinch. Now I'm going to add that chipotle pepper I told you guys about. So I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of the juice down in there. And it's so flavorful, guys. I just love the flavor of the chipotle pepper sauce that it's down into. It has just the right amount of heat without being overpowering. Now, like I said earlier, if you want something hotter, go right ahead and make it hot. But I'm not adding the pods to this recipe. You're going to mix it up. Get it nice and incorporated. You can see it turn like a slight pink. And if I need more in the end or when the sauce is finished, I'm for sure going to add some more if it's not too hot already. So I'm going to let this come up to a boil, and then we're going to add the cheese, the bacon, the macaroni, and finish this up. Okay, so I tasted my sauce, and I did add a couple more tablespoons of the chipotle sauce in there. Now I'm adding my black pepper. Now this is the combination of all 3 cheeses I put in a bowl. Now I'm adding it down into my sauce. You're going to mix that up. Also, I'm going to add my bacon down in here. I'm adding half of my bacon down in here. You're going to mix this up. And once all the cheese melts down, we're going to add the macaroni noodles in. Yeah. Oh, just delicious. Look at that. I'm going to mix this in really well, and then we're going to add the noodles. And see how cheesy that is? Okay, so I added my noodles in. Now I'm just stirring it up, getting everything nice and coated. The sauce is so delicious. That chipotle pepper definitely comes through, honey. Yes. It's like so many ways you could dress up your macaroni and cheese. It's like endless. I think this is my 10th mac and cheese recipe on this channel, and none of them are alike. Not one of them are the same thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna mix this up, get it all nice and incorporated, and then we're going to put the topping and pop it into the oven so it could get nice and browned, and we're pretty much done. Alright guys, now that I have everything all nice and mixed in, we're gonna top this with some more Parmesan cheese all over the top. Not too much, it's enough cheese in the mac and cheese. Gonna put it all over. Nice little cheesy topping. Then you're gonna top this with your breadcrumb topping that we made earlier with the bacon fat, the parsley, and the panko breadcrumbs. Place it all over. You see how beautiful that looks? You're gonna pop this into a 400-degree oven for just 10 minutes. All we're doing is melting cheese and getting everything to come together. So 10 minutes, or until the top of your mac and cheese is nice and golden, and that's pretty much it. And then now you're gonna add your bacon on top. Yes, that's why we reserved all that bacon. Pop this in your oven for 10 minutes, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's done. Alright guys, so this is what my mac and cheese looks like. You see it's nice and golden brown on top. You can still see that the parsley is nice and bright because we didn't bake it to death. All I did was heat it up, make sure the top got golden brown, and I took it out the oven. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you next time on my next video. Okay guys, bye.